Everybody. If you haven't been out there enjoying that beautiful fall foliage of the state, it's about that time. The fall colors are going to be peaking here in Oklahoma in the next week or so. So if you have some time, get out in the family car and go out and tour the fall foliage of Oklahoma. Well, looking at the big picture, remember that storm system that blasted through Norman and Oklahoma City earlier this week with 63-mile-an-hour winds that snapped branches here in Norman and caused power outages for some Norman residents. Well, that same storm system moved all the way from Oklahoma into New England and wreaked havoc for those in Baltimore, Maryland. 60-mile-an-hour plus winds caused damage to nearly 150 homes in Baltimore, Maryland, and it caused power outages to nearly 47,000 residents. Some eyewitnesses also reported seeing some funnel clouds associated with that storm, but the National Weather Service says that they do not confirm any of the tornadoes in that storm system. Well, on the opposite corner of the U.S., in Portland, Oregon, heavy rain showers turned into heavy snow showers as temperatures dropped, and that caused some mudslides in Portland, Oregon. Not too far away, near Clement Falls, Washington, the ground was shaking. An earthquake was reported there earlier this week, measuring 3.2 on the Richter scale. Now, no damages or injuries were reported with that earthquake, but there were some larger earthquakes elsewhere. Up in Alaska, they had 2 earthquakes, the larger of the 2 measuring 4.6 on the Richter scale. Well, the weather is going to be bringing some rain and snow showers in the northwest corner of the United States and a band of chilly rain for the whole eastern one-third section of the U.S. Temperatures across the U.S. are going to be in the 80s in this small section of the U.S. in the desert southwest and a few 80s in Florida. But fall is here for the rest of the nation. It gets drastically colder as you move up north. Highs only in the 30s and 40s in the northernmost states, in the Colorado Rockies, and in higher elevations. Now, speaking of high temperatures, some cities in Texas set some record high temperatures earlier this week. Amarillo and Lubbock, Texas both set records, reaching a high of 85 degrees earlier this week, and 85 is pretty warm for the month of November. Locally, things are going to look pretty good for Oklahoma. We're going to stay dry this weekend. Rest of the midsection should be dry too between these 2 storm systems, but for us, look for temperatures in the upper 50s and low 60s, so not very warm. It's going to be pretty sunny, but not very warm. Lows are going to be getting into the 30s during the nighttime, so it's going to be really chilly. If you have plants that are still out, you really need to take them in because there's going to be some possible freezes later this weekend. Looking at the 30-day outlook for the state. For the month of November, temperatures are looking to be normal for this